box chain gemstone bracelet, and we have it in the beautiful green agate, and I do believe we also have, do we still have the black spinel? I'm not sure if we do. Nope. My line producer's like, nope, that's gone. We have fewer than 200 also in this green agate. So do we have small, average, and large in sizes? But the green agate itself, I mean, calm, peaceful, compassionate.
And the green agate was the first gemstone we used in the Croco collection. So if you've been a collector of our Croco, on all of the eyes you have that beautiful faceted green agate. And green agate is an opaque gemstone. But this shows what happens when you do quality in cutting a gemstone. And it gives us almost translucent, a little bit of an emerald, a darker than a peridot, but without that cost of an emerald gemstone. So for this, the entire bracelet, if I may give you a little tour on it. What you have the 2.7 millimeter in the actual box chain. So again, this goes back to our signature box chains that you all have told me how much you enjoy. You're going to have a custom lobster clasp. This is our Sukhothai motif that you're going to see that goes through a lot of my designs. Easy to put on. And then from there, you get you're almost about a 2-inch of a nice, I'm going to pull it, I apologize guys, that contours of the gemstones. So this is what's going to sit up with you. It's going to lay perfectly on your wrist. What you have there, this started off as we did a donation design that we created for breast cancer month 2 years ago. And everyone fell in love with what we wrote on the back as well, besides the fact that we were giving the proceeds. We called it the life stripe. So on the back here, you're going to see, you see believer, fighter, survivor, which for me, that's life.
Lovely, yeah.
Isn't
absolutely.
it though? It's and again, not to make it seem sad, but life is a journey.
Oh, and
life is an experience.
Is never sad.
No,
don't worry
about
that.
No, that's the win.
Yeah.
I mean, and that we're all here. So it was, as you said, you love something with a story.
Right.
My team makes fun of me because I'm always like, how do I turn this into something emotional? How is this piece going to resonate? Who does this speak to? So I wanted to give you just a very classic, elegant, high-end, beautiful little line of green agate translucent gemstones. And then bridge it and frame it in our Sukhothai motif because you've had this motif running through for the past 6 years. Then marry it with our #1 selling box chain design. So we know it's classic, we know it's perfect. But from there, how do I know it's right for me?
Right.
Are you a fighter?
Yes.
Are you a believer?
Yes.
Are you a survivor?
Scrappy.
Yeah, so honestly, that's kind of that thing. It's that thing where you'll look down and say, oh, Mom, Grandma, I love it, it's perfect.
Right.
And then you turn it over and you're like, now I know why you got it for me.
Yeah,
I mean, you know who I am. You know what I'm going through. You know that this is my life. This is my motto.
Well,
so
there's so many things about being able to give a gift that you can pass down to. I mean, I've talked to you for years now about my grandmother's story, and I have heard so many stories from so many folks on social media, which I am sure you have too, about what pieces mean to them. And think about if you gave this to your daughter, or if you gave this to your mother at the holiday season, and it becomes your own.
Well, and what I like about, quite often, I call it messaging.
Yeah.
Designs and messaging artistry. Quite often when you see it, with all due respect, it's a little chintzy and it's not the best quality.
Fair.
So quite often it's something that you wear for a season or a year, but then because you wear it so much that you love, because you love it so much and you love the meaning behind it, it doesn't have the last to it.
Yeah.
But because it's J and because the quality is there, these are pieces that you can invest in. And you may fall in love with the meaning, or you may fall in love with the design, but what you're going to fall in love with is the fact that you're going to have it forever, and therefore it will become that heirloom. It will become that piece that gets passed down that then tells your story and the story of you for generations down the way.
I agree. And you know, there is something about I have to just get technical for a hot second. There's something about the J clasp. It is the easiest to wear. I mean, look at this. National television. Y'all know I'm clumsy, and I can do this
easily.
Look at the details to it as well. This isn't just a class that's bought off a machine process where they just turn and burn them through. This is solid sterling silver. It's been designed through and through, and then each piece is hand cast. So you're going to see our J insignia. You have the stamp of the 925 silver within there, but it's details all the way around. And while you're seeing it here on the bracelet, I want you to know if you're a first-time J viewer, this goes through every single one of my designs. Every piece is thoughtful and based in quality.
So let's be very clear. This is 20 points of green agate.
Yes.
This is a gorgeous amount of sterling silver in that box chain design that is timeless, and everything that Ade is doing right now is giving me life. Oh, I love all of it. But it's 6 easy payments of $27.63.
No, but Ade, how easy was it for you to put it all together? Just those of you,
right?
Those of you who are watching, there's not a stylist here dressing the models. The models have a tray, and they will go through and they pick and choose to create how they would wear it, which I love. And one thing I hope you see over the past 6 years with our collections, everything is easy to mix and match. I grew up with a mom. I'm the fourth of 5 kids, and my mom used to go into her jewelry box, and that was her time before she was rushing to get us all to school.
Right.
And she would like, I've got to
her.
put something on, I got to put some on. And she would literally go through, and each piece was personal, each piece told a story. But what she always said, she goes, Scott, I collect pieces that I know I can wear that tell my story. Right. It's not just one piece, and then I have to find something to sweet up with it. No. Anything that you get must work into who you are and your style.
I love that too, and I like the fact that there is something in this show for the bold.
Yes.
There's something in this show for folks that like
There's
to
lots
wear
of stuff for bold.
Yes, there is. Right up my alley. But then there's also something for folks that want to have that elegance, but also want to have that slim profile.
Well,
and that's what I think they're getting here too.
Well, and for all of my ladies who have your favorite watch, and you're always looking for that perfect bracelet that can accompany the watch without overpowering the watch. This is a fantastic scale, and if you have one that have any of the beautiful gemstones encrusted around, this has enough of that brilliance of the translucent green agate, but it has enough of the silver workmanship that it's going to lay perfectly with your favorite watch.
This is available in all 3 sizes too. So we have small, average, and large. And what I'm noticing here is that the price doesn't change just because the size of the bracelet changes. That is so lovely. Remember, ordering gets it home in time to gift on Christmas Day. And y'all know I talk with my hands, so you're seeing my hands dance around on the screen. And we have every item in the show is on 6 easy payments, $27.63.
I love everything about it.
Me too.
6 easy pays, home for Christmas.
Okay, we dove into this
I know
item.
Come on. We were a little off basis, y'all.
Oh, no, that's good. But you know what? We wanted to give you some peeks at some things that we may or may